You can't get through a show without talking about me or thinking about me.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most noteworthy celebrity interviews on David Letterman's late-night shows that are now uncomfortable to watch, either due to the host's inappropriate behavior or that of the interviewee.
Dave, you're gonna make me relive this. I want to put all that behind me.
Number 10, Crispin Glover. Known for his roles in Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, and Back to the Future, Crispin Glover was an actor on the rise in the 1980s. On January 28, 1987, Glover appeared on Late Night to promote his new film, River's Edge.
Things going all right this summer?
I'm having a very good summer.
Surprisingly, the actor arrived still in character from the movie, donning mismatched clothes, platform shoes, and a distracting wig. Glover's behavior throughout the interview was erratic, as he read critical media reviews about himself to a confused Letterman.
Though his bark is actually worse than his ... You get the point. And
Paul, anything you'd like to add here?
Things took a bizarre turn when he flexed his bicep, offered to arm wrestle Letterman, then executed a karate kick that narrowly missed his face.
I can kick.
That proved too much for the host, who walked off the stage, abruptly concluding the interview.
I'll be back.
Number 9, Katherine Zeta-Jones. On July 25, 2007, Welsh actress Katherine Zeta-Jones made an appearance on The Late Show to promote her upcoming film, No Reservations.
Why are you so mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
It didn't take long for the interview to go on a sexual tangent. At first, Letterman recalled Zeta-Jones's previous appearance on the show where he watched her hit golf balls in a low-cut dress. He then wondered aloud if it was just a figment of his imagination. As Zeta-Jones discussed a scene from No Reservations, the host quickly injected a sexual undertone to it, then asked if he could do, quote, one thing.
Do you mind if I just do one thing?
What?
Letterman began stroking the actress's hair. Judging by her facial expression, it was evident that this gesture was far from appreciated. Number 8, Uma Thurman. When actors appear on late-night talk shows to promote their projects, they typically aren't looking to flirt with the hosts.
Have you ever been married yourself?
She shoves him off onto the person he belongs with.
Okay, I'm not talking about the film now.
No.
That didn't seem to matter to Letterman during Uma Thurman's 1995 visit to discuss her role in A Month by the Lake. As the interview progressed, Letterman steered the conversation from the film to her personal life and inquired if she had ever dated older men. He then asked the 25-year-old Thurman if she'd ever been with various age groups, and included his own age at the time.
What's the oldest man you've ever gone out with? You're 25. You ever been out with a guy 30?
Yes.
35?
Yes.
48?
The actress could only respond with little more than an embarrassed laugh, but she clearly wanted to keep discussing the film rather than being caught up in an awkward, flirtatious moment.
Well, it's a lovely, lovely piece of work, as are you.
Number 7, Claire Danes. Back in 1995, Claire Danes was a precocious teenager just starting to make a name for herself in Hollywood.
You know, you and I have something in common. You must know about this by now, don't you?
We have the same birthday.
We share a birthday, that's right.
April 12th.
April 12th.
That year, she appeared as a guest on The Late Show to promote the family drama Home for the Holidays. The interview started off pretty normal, but things began to get weird when Letterman was made aware of the actress's age.
When were you born?
I'm 16, 1979. I just missed 1980.
From there, he delved into probing questions about her romantic relationships.
I have a boyfriend now.
What's his name?
It's safe to say that such a line of questioning would be deemed highly inappropriate today. Number 6, Justin Bieber. Things took quite the physical turn in this June 2012 interview with Canadian pop star Justin Bieber. Bieber had just released his 3rd studio album, Believe, and commemorated the occasion by getting a tattoo of the album's title on his left arm. This certainly didn't please Letterman, who disapproved of body ink.
How does that help how you look to have a tattoo?
After grilling the artist about his decision to get the tattoo, Letterman suddenly grabbed him and tried to scrub it off his arm.
Hey, this is a brand new.
This attempt visibly distressed Bieber, who yelled out in protest, stating that the tattoo was freshly done. To his credit, Letterman later approached Bieber and tried apologizing for his behavior, but the singer assured him it was all water off a tattooed duck's back.
It was awful, and I felt awful about it, and then we were reassured that he was okay.
Number 5, Janet Jackson. In 2004, Janet Jackson experienced the now infamous wardrobe malfunction while performing alongside Justin Timberlake at the Super Bowl halftime show. The incident sparked widespread media attention for weeks afterwards. During this period, Jackson appeared on The Late Show to promote her album Damita Joe and faced a barrage of questions about the mishap.
You didn't know it was going to happen.
No, I didn't.
So it came as a complete surprise to you.
Letterman grilled the artist about whether or not the malfunction was pre-planned, a claim that both parties had denied multiple times. Jackson repeatedly refuted this claim and begged Letterman to move on to another topic to no avail.
Oh, God. Can we talk about something else, please?
The entire exchange is uncomfortable to watch, so we can only imagine what it must have been like for Jackson herself.
Why are we talking about this right now, David?
What would you like to talk about?
Number 4, Lindsay Lohan. Everyone knows Lindsay Lohan went through a challenging period in the late 2000s and early 2010s.
Aren't you supposed to be in rehab now?
Do you not watch anything that goes on?
Her personal troubles became comedy fodder for the media, and not much had changed by the time she appeared on The Late Show in 2013. Lohan was there to promote the horror comedy Scary Movie 5, but Letterman was more interested in her trips to rehab.
What are they going to work on when you walk through the door?
We didn't discuss this in the pre-interview.
No.
Despite multiple pleas from Lohan to, quote, stay on the positive, Letterman kept prodding, eventually forcing her to reveal the date of her return to rehab. After making multiple jokes at her expense, Letterman then tried to correct course by praising her for still coming on the show despite his endless mockery. This caused the actress to become emotional.
No, I love seeing you.
Yeah, I love seeing you, honestly.
I do.
It's nice.
Number 3, Paris Hilton. In 2007, Paris Hilton was sentenced to 45 days in jail for violating her probation from a previous DUI charge. Later that year, she went on The Late Show to discuss her new perfume, on the condition that her incarceration would not be brought up.
How much time do you spend in New York City? A lot?
Not as often as I'd like.
It didn't take long for David Letterman to breach this agreement. Shortly after Hilton sat down, Letterman pressed her about her time behind bars.
How'd you like being in jail?
Although she indulged the host, Hilton was clearly uncomfortable with his line of questioning and highlighted that it was a traumatic experience for her.
I feel like I can do anything
You
now.
can survive anything,
Yes,
sure.
definitely.
Years later, she reflected on the interview on her podcast, stating that it felt like a cruel and intentional attempt by Letterman to humiliate her.
It was just very cruel and very mean.
Number 2, Madonna. There is one word you cannot say on network television. But during this infamous 1994 Late Show interview, Madonna managed to say it a whopping 14 times.
I'm only here because there isn't a Knicks game. Don't get excited.
Oh, come on.
Things immediately went south as soon as the interview began. After Letterman introduced Madonna in a somewhat derogatory fashion, he then urged her to kiss a man in the audience. That led to the first of many F-bombs.
Incidentally, you are a sick.
From that point on, the two entered a sort of sexual innuendo tug-of-war, with Madonna leading the charge and dropping several expletives along the way.
Actually, I brought something to, make a point.
All right, okay, good.
You are always me on the show. You are always me on the show.
Despite her allotted time ending, the pop star defiantly remained on set, resulting in some audience members heckling her to leave.
Can't this just go on and on?
Oh, it seems like it has, don't it?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Jennifer Aniston. Invading someone's personal space is one thing, but licking a part of their body, especially without their consent, is a different level of intrusion. That's exactly what unfolded during this strange 1998 interview with Jennifer Aniston. The actress was on The Late Show to promote her new film, The Object of My Affection, but instead became the object of an unsettling interaction. During the interview, Letterman suddenly drew closer to Aniston, who appeared visibly uncomfortable, and proceeded to suck on a strand of her hair. He then handed her a tissue to wipe the saliva off. In addition to being creepy and frankly disgusting, it's a completely unnecessary moment that is sure to leave you wondering why.
People are off here going,
I know, people are horrified by that. We'll take it out in editing, don't worry.
What other David Letterman interview left you feeling uneasy? Let us know in the comments below.
I wish more of our guests would consider that sort of thing.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.